Hello and welcome back to the Daily Sniper. My name is Steven, also known as Sniper, and I am a part of the Daily Sniper community. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact trades I ended up taking today to have a 5-figure day, as well as preparing you guys to trade the best setups at the best prices. I would just like to let you guys know in advance, I have no idea what this market's doing. This market is very uncertain. So I don't have a crystal ball. I'm not trying to give you guys a long-term play and the biggest, best setups possible. I'm not confident in anything, but what I am confident in is my trading ability. Okay, I trade price action, I trade key levels, and in times of uncertainty, we have to rely on other skills in our tool belt, right? And that's why I was able to be profitable today, over 5 figures on the day today. I'm going to show you exactly why I ended up getting in where I did. So let's look at the Discord quick. This is what I ended up posting first thing in the morning, okay? Our biggest levels to trade at are 520. It's a massive level, right? Then we had 520, 550, which is a big level. And then we had the gap at 528.27, as we spoke about in last night's video. And then we have 530.71 and then 535.68. The lower levels, 516, 513.80, and then 505.28. These all go back to yesterday and Friday's trades, okay? So now that you know that what our game plan was, let's look at the chart. So the 30-minute time frame. This is what I was looking at first thing in the morning. Before market open, we had a bullish 30-minute candle, and it ended pretty much at the close. This is extremely bullish. If you see this right before market open, you know the trend is going to be going up. This is extremely bullish. So what did I do? We ended up dipping down under 520.85, our level, which I want to let you know, this is a resistance level. This is a big resistance level. Zoom out and look at yesterday, okay? It's a big resistance level. What was I doing? I was buying calls. I'm going with the trend. Everything was higher highs, higher lows, all pre-market, right? So what did I end up doing? I had 30-minute confirmation. I was buying this dip, ended up selling this move for over 5 figures. One and done on the day. That was it. I had a crazy, crazy day in just this trade. Now, let's look at one of my losing trades I ended up taking, okay? I went 2 for 4 on the day, 2 big trades, 2 decent sized losses, nothing too crazy, very green on the day, but I'm completely transparent with you guys. So the trade I ended up taking in was 516, right? 515.93 to be exact. So we ended up having this big sell-off, and I told the entire Discord at the high of the day, this is a chance, this is a high of the day. The way my 30-minute chart is set up right now, it looks like we're due for a sell-off, to be honest. I said that, but everything was bullish, so I'm not just buying puts like a degen, right? And being like, oh, I about put it to the high of the day, caught a 35 point move. No, you didn't. You're capping. So let's look at this chart. We ended up selling off, right, to 516, pretty much 516. If you look left, right, it's a previous resistance. We couldn't hold above it yesterday, right? Keep scrolling left. Let's look at Friday. Look at the pre-market support, right? Look at the resistance that we kept having. We were not able to hold 516. So when you break through a resistance level and come back down to retest it, the first thing you're anticipating, especially if you're in puts, is I got to sell here, right? I'm not saying to buy calls, but if you're in puts, this is exactly where you need to be. Okay, I got to start trimming because this is a bounce level, right? If you're in puts, you want to know a possible U-turn level and bounce levels, and 516 was a level. And guess what? We ended up breaking through this level, extremely bearish. We came back up, broke right back down. As soon as we ended up coming back up, we held as support, right? Break, retest. I ended up buying 516 call or 515 call, and then ended up getting stopped out of this trade because it was a fake out breakout, right? And how did I know this? This 5-minute candle right here. So we have 2 candles confirmation of holding above 516, which is bullish, right? So that's 5-minute confirmation. That's good, especially after a big drop like this. That's what you want to see. And then the next candle, we closed beneath of it, came up retest, I sold, and that's what happened, right? Everyone wants to know, why do we keep selling off? Like, look at 516. We rejected it, right? Now look at our next key level that I alerted in the Discord in the pre-market live stream, 513.80. We broke through it, immediate rejection. Now, this is the reason why we sold off so heavily today, right? In hindsight, it's very easy, but when you're trading it with the VIX elevated, it's a lot trickier, right? A lot of fake outs. So this red dotted line is yesterday's previous closing price. We tried to have a gap close reversal once on the first reaction, twice, big move, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times hard rejection, right? Look at the resistance that we are creating at the previous closing price of yesterday. This is the reason why we ended up having such a big sell-off, because our biggest key level, 505.31, as well as the PCP, yesterday's previous closing price, ended up creating a massive roof on it. So of course we're going to drop. And where were we dropping to? This was a 5-point empty pocket straight to 500. And look what it did. We sliced right through 500. Did we retest it? No. But look right underneath of us at 598.68. We broke through it, came back up, resistance, tried one more time. That's why we got to drop to our next key level of the previous gap at 488.86. So, long story short, this market is extremely volatile. We're moving dollars, multiple points on SPY and S&P 500 within candles. Okay, so if you decide to take trades in this, let alone the IV on the options contracts, I forgot to talk about how I was buying contracts at $6+ today and then $4.50, crazy. That's probably the highest I've ever traded same days, out the money contracts. It was absolutely wild, right? So that is the reason why we got that drop. And now let's look at the game plan for tomorrow. I don't have a crystal ball. All I know is that the market is full of uncertainty, okay? All I know is 575.33 is going to be the best level to be investing in stocks, to be being bullish on the market if there's confirmation, right? Once we get a nice confirmation, whether you're an investor, you're a day trader, you're a swing trader, whatever time frame you're watching, you want to see a bullish reversal, a big green freaking candle right above this level, closing above this level. And that's how you know we're about to have a gap close reversal. This is one of the last gaps to fill on SPY. This is under 7 points away from January 2024 open. Take that in, right? A lot of people are like, why are you buying the dip? Why are you buying the dip? Well, first of all, I caught like 25 points, almost 25 points on my shares, right? But why are you buying? It's so bearish, short. As we discussed in last night's video, the stock market is historically known to go over 10% a year. We just retraced 12 months. Of course I'm buying the dip. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I'm being logical. I got capital and I'm making my money work for me. Okay? If you want to be a day trader, it's very difficult at these levels. But if you want to be a long-term investor, these are the best levels to be buying at. Okay? I was green on every single thing, every stock that I bought into. I was up freaking absolutely crazy. And guess what? Now that I sold, I'm just waiting for a re-add, right? Because guess what? Guess what we have above us? The gap at 528.27. It's going to fill. It's just when. This is why options are very risky at these levels. First of all, we're moving multiple. We had a 35-point drop from the freaking high today, and we had a freaking 25-point drop from the high of yesterday, right? It's not to mention the freaking rips that we're doing. It's astronomical. So you got to be very, very careful when you're especially trading futures, same days, and options at these levels, especially if you're bullish. You got to be buying shares, right? It's impossible. No one, I don't care who you watch, what YouTube video you watch. It's very difficult to tell what's going to happen. It's all set on these tariffs on President Trump. But guess what? I'm going to continue to dip buy at these levels and not worry about it because I'm buying SPY's history. Like I said in last night's video, I don't want to get too much on it, but I play SPY's history. I buy SPY's history. So keep this in mind. What is the best levels to be trading at tomorrow? 575.33 is a phenomenal level to be buying. A U-turn level. Remember, U-turn level, which means there's a possibility of having a gap close reversal at the bottom level. You want to be paying very, very close attention to this level, and you want confirmation to go on the long side. If you don't get that confirmation, you don't go. Just because it's a U-turn level doesn't mean it's going to U-turn. It can slice right through it. It's highly unlikely we're going to slice through 475, to be honest. We could dip down, but if you're watching the 30-minute time frame, the first candle is in a pretty much close above this level, and we most likely are going to be getting a bullish reversal at this level. If not, worst case scenario, 468 January 2nd or January 3rd highs. All right, that's probably where we are going to. But if you're an investor, we're dip buying the shit out of this. So when it comes to options trading, all right, we know our two macro levels. We got 528.27 and we have 575.33. The last 2 days have been absolutely dreadful trading options, because if you don't have a lot of capital, even if you have a lot of capital, it's great risk. Like I said earlier, the options that we're buying were $6, $4, same days, out the money. They were very expensive. Okay, and I just wanted to show you in one instance of what happened today. I want you to understand the IV of how jacked up these were today. So I ended up buying. First buy on this first red candle, right? Around the 519.90s level. This is where I bought in. If I'm not mistaken, it was around the $6.15 level, right? And then ended up dip buying in these in the 380s and 390s. I wasn't watching my contracts, by the way. I was just buying in and trading price action, trading my key level, right? This is support. This is why I'm adding it towards the lows. We ended up ripping up, right? Made a bag. The first dip didn't even cover my entry right here. Like this candle right here was cheaper to buy 520 calls than it was right here, right? You need to understand IV. I sold the move. I made multiple dollars on this trade. It was a banger freaking trade. But if I didn't buy in or didn't dollar cost average down and re-enter, and I kept my position here and we went here and this dipped, I would be red. You need to understand IV. That's why I teach this in the Daily Sniper, guys. I teach you how to pick the correct contracts. I teach you when not to trade. And I got degens, including myself, in the Discord, guys. We like to trade every day, no matter what, even though I highly recommend it. But it's a part of it. You need the self-discipline to pick and choose which trades you want to take, which days you want to trade, which months you want to trade, whatever it is, right? It's your decision only. So we got the macro levels. That's pretty much what I want to give you. 525.50, phenomenal level, but we have the gap to fill right above us. As you see, we ended up rejecting. To the downside, above 500, it's free money calls up 5 points to 505. If we hold 505 as support, it's free money calls all the way to 513.80. In the bullish case scenario, this could end up rejecting around the 508.50, 510 level, right? Very good possibility. I would not take any trades in here. I would not be shorting in this pocket, that's for sure. Not enough touch points, but that's my game plan. These are my levels. Screenshot this, pause your video. These are what I'm trading tomorrow. I don't have any macro trades to be telling you right now other than our two macro levels. If they hit, if they hit. If not, I still know how to make money every single day, regardless of what, right? We're trading key levels. We're getting in. We're getting the hell out. That's it. It's very volatile. We're moving dollars. SPY's moving points. Multiple points in 5-minute candles, even 1-minute candles, right? So what I wanted to let you guys know, if you stayed to the end of the video, something that you can easily do just to help you. So if you say you buy calls here, right, and we go up to the top, right, here to here, doesn't look like a big move, right? This is 522. This is 3 points. 3 points on SPY. So this is what I want you guys to do, especially if you're having a little trouble and you're on futures and you're finding it a little complicated to trade. You're getting smoked, right? This is what I like to do. This is what I personally like to do. First thing I like to do is I like to mark out full dollar amounts, okay? So look, we got pretty much 521 there. Next stop, I'm going to put 522. And these are for stop losses, not trading off of, okay? 523. Because you don't want to be risking too much, okay? Because this candle doesn't look like much, but this candle went from 524 to 521.60. If you trade options, you're smoked. If you're in futures, your account's blown in this one candle, right? So this is why I want you guys to be adding full dollar amounts to your charts just in case. If it hits one, just stop out. Don't wait for a big death bar to rip through all three of these and you just lost a shit ton of money, right? That's what I don't want you to do. And this is going to help you just better take losses, right? So if you're buying in at 524, by 523, you should be out of this trade. You should not be holding to the bottom level. You're going to get smoked, right? So just try doing that tomorrow. If you find yourself having a bit of struggling, if you're struggling trading or whatnot, especially with these big volatile moves, put full dollar amounts and stop out the next dollar. Yeah, that's still a big loss. You really don't want to be hanging on to an option, especially options contract, a full point against you. You're going to get crazy, but it's better than getting 4 points against you, 3 points against you, and just having these knives, right? Your 522 call, by the time we're at 518, they're at 0, right? It's pretty much worthless from the time we're down here. So I do this just to prevent unnecessary amounts of losses. So anyways, guys, I'm going to get going. Remember, we have TradeZilla, just partner with TradeZilla. I use it every single day. It has made my life so much easier, especially with taxes, keeping track of my green days, my green months, my green years. I absolutely love it. Every trade I take, my percentage of my wins, the link will be in the bio if you would like to join TradeZilla, guys. And that's pretty much it. And if you'd like to live stream with me every single day, Monday to Friday, I do it every day, guys. This is a live streaming Discord. We don't just talk to talk, we back it up. I'm live trading. I own up to my losses. I'm probably 80-90% profitable realistically. I do take some losses. Today I was 2 for 2, but still made 5 figures on the day because I sized in where I'm supposed to. And my losing trades, I'm not sizing in as much. So I will teach you that. If you would like to know anything more, guys, DM me. What do you think is going to happen? Write in the comments below what stock do you think has the most potential right now and what you think SPY is going to happen. Write it in the comment right now. Please like right now, comment, subscribe, and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. I appreciate it. I was one of you guys, blue collar worker. I came up from the mud and we're just out here trying to help and better off everyone. So thank you guys. I appreciate all the support and I'll see everyone tomorrow. Take care.